Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady from the University of Trials, here to bring you a little challenge. Now, I don't really want to call this a tutorial because I'm going to be figuring this out as I go along. But what I'm going to do, now, I received a tweet earlier today from some random guy on Twitter, and what he said here is, when doing the Don't Do a Barrel Roll challenge, is there a notice when you hit a barrel, i.e. a sound? What he's referring to is a challenge on Devil's Beak in the DLC, and it's the extreme track within the Riders of the Rustlands DLC that's just recently come out. The challenge is, and you'll see it just underneath that tweet, is complete the track without touching any of the barrels with your front wheel. I'm going to do that challenge now, or at least attempt to, but firstly I just wanted to go through, so let me get rid of this random guy's tweet. Let's get into this. Now, the first thing I wanted to show you is the sound that we're referring to. So yes, there is a sound, and the Red Links guys are actually very good. It's not that sound, that's the sound for doing a flip for some reason. The Red Links guys are very good at providing cues to let you know whether you've done something right. They don't do it all the time, but a lot of the time, I guess, just so you don't feel completely cheated. They'll give you some form of cue. Alright, so up until this point, I haven't hit a barrel. Let me try... I practiced this for a few minutes beforehand. I haven't done the challenge ever, but I did a lot better in practice. Anyway, so for example, that tube that you've got there is considered to be a barrel, and if I touch it, you'll hear... I don't know if you heard that. It probably doesn't trigger it again. There it is, that sound. That's the sound that you... That is effectively the sound of failure. If you hear that sound, Mr. Jack of Twitter... Yes, I know who he is, by the way. Yeah, so that's the sound you're looking for. If you hear this sound, you know you failed. So now what I'm going to try and do is get the challenge. To be honest, I'm looking forward to this. I've really not spent much time. You probably see I haven't put out a huge amount of videos since the DLC came out, and I'm kind of keen on this challenge. I will regret that in about half an hour, given that I'm starting this at about midnight. But anyway, this first thing here isn't a barrel, those two are. Let's keep going. There's only a handful that I think you have trouble. So with this one here, the key thing is you just want to get your front wheel up and out of the way, just so you're not sort of touching that, and get over. There is no, from what I can see, no requirement to worry about faults. This one's tricky, because you kind of have to rear wheel. Boom, and I've just failed there. You kind of have to rear wheel hop over them, but then you equally can't go too far forward because there's a barrel up in the top. Sorry, concentrating now. There's a barrel up the top as well as down the bottom. Hey, if nothing else, this would be good practice for me to do really well on this track. So by the end of this, I'm going to be an expert at it. Rear wheel, right, watch it. Brake, because that thing there is a barrel. And here we go again. Oh man. For all those people that said they liked my pipe phobia video, you sick people, we're about to do it again. I really want to get this though. Actually, I don't know, this one kind of sounds like fun in my evil sadistic kind of way. I will actually give Jack a bit of a shout out. He's said a couple of nice things. He's one of the dudes from Rooster Teeth, and said a couple of nice things from me on Twitter. And he said he watched my Top Roach tutorial to help him get Top Roach, even though I still haven't got it. But yeah, man, kind of cool for little old Professor Fat Shady and his little University of Trials channel. Kind of nice to get recognition from someone who's a bit of a legend in the industry, well known for trials and all the rest of that stuff, so kind of cool. Slow. I think that barrel there you can probably hit too. It seems to have a little chunk missing out of it. Now this thing, if you can get the shortcut here, well, I'm going to try and do it. This one is really tough. If you don't get the shortcut, you watch this. So I'm not going to even worry about faults, but look at that. That barrel there does that. And there's such a small margin for error, you're better off attempting the shortcut if you can get it. Even this is a pain because you kind of have to get a good launch off here. Can't go too far. Thankfully this is the first obstacle, because this is really fiddly. But you hear the sound again. You know you failed. You know you failed. I think this is going to be one of these videos where I just have to come up with something to talk about for half an hour. Starting my new competition. I'm excited about that. Australian, New Zealand residents. I filmed a commercial for it over the weekend. I say commercial. It's me being an idiot in my garage, but it's pretty funny. I hope, well, I think it's funny. You guys might all see it and think I'm a loser. But yeah, I had a bit of fun making that, so that should be coming out shortly. I hate that noise already. Yeah, no, working with, I've mentioned this before, but I just keep talking about it. Ubisoft Australia and I are sort of putting some stuff together. They've got some prizes, and they've pretty much given me free rein to run it pretty much how I want, which is the way I like doing stuff. And put a lot of thought into the format. Because I've been in a bunch of competitions, I genuinely feel that they help you improve your skills substantially, but equally it's very easy to get disheartened when you're starting out riding in competitions when you've got people that are substantially better than you. So I'm doing the best I can, I guess, to ensure that it's a fair competition that encourages absolutely everybody of every skill level to participate, and technically it's possible for people of all skill levels to win. Like, there should be no one going into it going, there's no way I can win, because of the way that I've created it. So I'll have more details about that, you stupid challenge. I'll have more details about that shortly. What else can I talk about? This is where this is where Twitch would be cool. Because it'd be like, how was your day today? Streamers? Would you call people streamers? Kind of think, I don't know. I don't like that. No, streamers, viewers, I'd be a streamer. God, this is the problem with filming these things so late. For those who have asked, MicroShady's doing very well too. 11 weeks old now, sleeping awesomely. For any parents that, I mean, I've had the kids that don't sleep. You know, you got to somehow try and get on with your life and work and everything with very little sleep, and it sucks. So I'm very happy that I've already, at 11 weeks, she seems like she enjoys sleep as much as I do. Okay, concentrate, Fat Shady. Okay. Thought it'd be funny starting that as referring to him as some random dude on Twitter. Oh, this thing is a jerk. Alright, I gotta shut up. Can't fanboy out, can you? That's not cool. He won't watch this, so it's fine. He only used me for top roach. He gets all the bragging rights. Sucks. There we go. That's how you get over that one. Like I said, not a tutorial. I'm just doing my best to get this challenge for myself. Screw you guys. Channeling my inner Cartman there. I still hate this freaking ramp. This is probably only the third or fourth time I've sat down and really had a go at this DLC, by the way. This section, it sucks, but I'm awesome. Luke. It's so funny. I sit here and go, now what did I say in the tutorial? Because I better actually do it, or I'm just going to upset people. Oh, I think I had that. Right, so by my count, I've done everything I need to. Oh, ninja. And then fail there. Jack. Come at me, man. Oh, come on, 3 faults as well. Don't do a barrel roll. That's the tutorial. That's taken me... I've changed my capture settings and I don't know how long that's taken me. Anyway, 2 minutes 26 and whatever rambling I did at the start. Anyway, that was actually kind of cool. I didn't hate that anywhere near as much as I expected to. Alright, let me think about tips. I don't know, be good at trials. Look, to be perfectly honest, you would have to be very, very comfortable and competent at this track. You won't need to be able to zero fault it, simply because there's no fault restrictions here. It's just about, I mean, there's not even that many jumps you've got to approach that differently, to be honest. It's really hard to give any tips. Hopefully watching me sort of chip my way through that, you've sort of got a few pointers. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of, I guess, what you'd call choke points, where the track is designed to trip you up, I guess. So just pay particular attention to them and just make sure you don't fall into those sort of traps that have been designed to cause you grief. I'd probably only say maybe 3-ish obstacles that require a bit of attention. But yeah, I mean that's no pipe phobia for sure. And to be honest, a lot of people, I mean, the conversations I've heard around this didn't sound like it was going to be as hard as pipe phobia. I'm a long way off it, and certainly, as you can see from that, it is. But anyway, yeah, look, if you've got questions and you want me to cover any particular technique, let me know. The only thing you know what? All right. For everybody that's finished and seen it, and went, yeah, Fat Shady did it, great, awesome. I'm going to go back and have a crack at this again, simply because there is a section that I think some of you may think I skipped over, and I can just already anticipate I'm going to get questions. And as you know, this channel is all about helping people. If I can help people... Let's see if I can speedrun it now. Oh, come on, show off. Alright, so that's definitely a section you're going to have trouble with if you're not very careful. Alright, so this section here, so obviously, if you can skip this whole thing, you'll be doing great, right? And you just go straight over, boom. I don't want to do that though, because the part that I think I incorrectly skipped over is this section here. This section here for this challenge is... I'd say brutally hard, but look, there's no room. You see that there? There's no room for your bike. So what you'd normally do is you get down here, you lift your front wheel up, you land with your front wheel first, and then try and right up here. That's the way I expect. If you guys aren't sort of, super experts at this game, that's the way I expect you'll be tackling that obstacle. And that's designed for you not to be able to pass it using this technique. So let's try and figure out a way. And I think the way is just get more height. You see that? And try and... So instead of... Like what you're normally doing here is only accelerating 60-70% of the way. And you're trying to just get your front wheel to land up here. What you want to do now, same technique, lean forward, accelerate, lift your front wheel up, and just accelerate flat out. But this time, you want to just get your back wheel up there. It's a lot harder to do, there's a lot less margin for error, but you want to try, and it's just that throttle control. It's tricky, but that I suspect is going to be one of the... I mean, I haven't heard from people what area of this challenge they're having particular problems with. See there, but that I think is going to be one of the main areas, if you're not careful, you'll struggle with. So what I'd be suggesting is, yeah, just try and approach this so you can get your rear wheel up on the ledge. Same technique as what I've showed you, and a lot of throttle control. I've just been really careful with that. But there you go, guys. That's some barrel roll something. I don't even know what this is called now. I'm stoked. That makes me look awesome, because yeah, I did it 2 minutes, whatever, how hard was it? Told the guy from Rooster's Teeth he was, I don't know, something. But, yeah, I'm supremely happy, even just getting a mention on that site. Yeah, I don't know, come on man, they're huge. 2,000 subs, they got like 7 million. What can I say? I don't even know why I'm finishing this now, I just like it. There you go. video done. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, subscribe, like. Australian, New Zealand residents, please subscribe, stick around, and I'm hoping within the next week or two you should be hearing more details about the competition. For anyone else that wants to participate, you are welcome to. Just you can't get prizes, and I'm sorry for that, but they've been provided locally, and I've got to distribute them locally. So thanks anyway, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.